Now, I'm supposed to. All right. Let's get live on this thing here too. All right, just setting up, guys. Give me a minute. I'm going live on everything right now, one time, as usual. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't set up our microphones. Let's go there. Let's get this microphone here. Let's try that. And microphone over here, guys. Microphone. Go plug in over here, so maybe this will work. Let's see if this will work. One love. All right. Just give it a second. Everybody come in now, don't come in. All right, so we're having a little technical difficulty. Why is this doing this on the thing? All right, just hang out with me for a minute. I'll be right back. I gotta go check something with the other computer and see why we are not going on live properly. Because I set this up a different way this time, guys. I don't know. I'm supposed to be able to see what's going on here, but I can't. So if you can't see me, just drop a comment in the chat and let me know, because I have a setup over here and I don't see anybody in the chat. So what am I doing today, guys? Today we're making branzino roast fish, but we're gonna use branzino this time, right? Now, the only problem that we seem to be having is the live is messing up, because I tried to do it on the desktop and then say I was going to use the mobile, the phone, and it's not working. We're going over this up on TikTok land. This is Chef Balo. Today we're going to be making branzino, roast branzino. So if you want to know how to make like a Jamaican steamed fish, normally what we would do with this, we use snapper, right? So today we're going to be using something else. And here it is, guys. This is branzino. So in case you guys don't know what branzino is, basically it's like sea bass. If you ever had sea bass, it's just the Mediterranean sea bass, okay? So that's what this is right here. So what I'm gonna do, first thing we do is we take with lime and we clean. Forgot the most important thing, knife. All right, so with the lime, we're just gonna go ahead and clean our fish. And this knife is really sharp, so I gotta be very careful with it, guys. And all I do, take the lime and just cover the fish, right? This is how I like to get one side first, and then I cut the other piece of the lime. This one, I take one and I keep one, right? I'll show you why. So we're gonna have one and put it right there. And then just kind of get all sides of the fish. Now, as you can see, 9 out of 10 when you get branzino, they're gonna butterfly it for you like this, right? See how this is butterflied? Now you can get this with the head on, like how we have the head on, all right? And I already cleaned this as far as the scale and all of that stuff. And then we're gonna get the lime to clean it some more. And then the other one, all we wanna do is kind of rub it down. You don't need to rub it down like this, guys, but this is how I do it. I'll go on TikTok. If you can, just say hello, tap the screen, even if you're coming in or out. Tap it and we'll see. So, again, what I'm making with this, roast fish, Jamaican style roast fish. No score in the fish. You know what, we don't have to score the fish because this, what we're doing, we're going to Shawty, wagwan. We're gonna just stuff this with okra, pumpkin, and all the goodies, right? So we don't have to really score this. Is it gonna hurt to score the fish? No, it's not gonna hurt to score it. So we'll go on TikTok. All right, so now I'm just gonna take some water. We use the lime to clean this already. And like I said, this was already clean, but for the video, I just wanna show you guys what to do, right? All right, so we clean that. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over to the sink real quick and we're just gonna rinse this, okay? And then once we rinse it, I'm gonna season it with the fish seasoning, put it down. And then today, what we're making with this, as you see, I have some pumpkin over here. We're gonna make a coconut scotch bonnet pumpkin dumpling, all right? And some Irish potato. And the reason why, because as usual, guys, we're just using what I have, okay? So it's just what I got. So let me just rinse this. Give me 1 second, okay? All right, so our fish is rinsed off with clean water. Avery, wagwan, what's up? Maybe. So, what am I gonna do now? Paper towel and just pat it dry, okay? That's all. The only reason why we're patting this dry, yeah, normally I always keep good stuff in the freezer, okay? So branzino, ribeyes, lamb chops, all of these good things. That way, if I don't want to go out on the street, that's what I'm going to use. And then when we say use what we have, we mean literally whatever's in the cabinet as far as seasoning go, right? So if I don't have something, we're just going to go ahead and make it work. So hit the like, tap the screen, guys, so that the algorithm can put this out to people and help me out a little bit. So over here, we have all-purpose seasoning. And I didn't, give me a second, let me get the fish seasoning. All right, so I have my fish seasoning here. See it here? Right? EBT, I feel bad for you, but at least you're here. At least hit the like button. Whatever you want to say, you can say it. This doesn't, I don't mind trolling. So what we're gonna do now, right? We're just gonna season the inside. So you can use any fish seasoning or blend that you have. I just happen to have my own, but whatever you guys wanna use. We season the inside, and then I turn it over. This is branzino, and we season the outside. And we don't want to go too crazy, okay? And then just rub that in, get that seasoning all in there, okay? So while I put this to the side, let me rinse my hands. And then, no, I don't do this daily, you know. I just come online whenever I feel like feel like it so far. You know, this is like my second live as far as YouTube goes. TikTok, same thing, second live. So, you know, I appreciate if you guys can just at least tap the little like button and, you know, can help me out a little bit because I don't even understand all of the stuff yet. Let me just put this to the side and then I'm going to show you, we're going to make the dumpling them first, get that going, and then come back, stuff this and get it in the oven, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the oven going. I like to roast fish on 375, okay? So, guys, tap the like button for me, please. All right? So, my oven here, it has an air fryer. It has bake where we can bake with the air. Miami, Russian girl, Miami, Miami, Miami. Right? And then we're just gonna go 375 and hit start. Right? That's it. Yeah, Sautéing, I'm gonna try to do it more regular and get more people involved, and you know, hopefully you can learn a little thing and build a nice little community where, you know, I show you how I do everything, how, you know, maybe we go to the garden, we go to the farm, all the good stuff, right? So here, I was gonna make some ackee seasoned rice because I have some fresh ackee, okay? So I already have these veggies cut up, okay? No, the fish is not deboned already, so we're cooking branzino, but we're doing it Jamaican style as a roast fish, like if we was doing snapper. Most roast fish make with snapper, but we're doing it with branzino. Why are we doing it with branzino? Because that is what we have. And the whole point of these lives is to show you what we have, okay? So in here, guys, I have pumpkin, celery, onion, green pepper, and peppers, all right? And what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna use this to make the base, because anytime I make any kind of provisions, which is like yam, banana, dumpling, anything like that, I always make like a coconut base, okay? So I'm gonna get the heat on the pot, some coconut oil. So let me show you. I know I should put like a burner here. I see people do it. They have the burner in front of them and you can just use it that way. Here, coconut oil, right? Put that back on the burner. And all we're gonna do with that coconut oil, we go ahead, we take these seasonings, we get it in there, let it cook down, cook down, cook down, cook down, cook down as much as we can. And then at that point, we put this in there, then the coconut milk, water, and then we make our scotch bonnet coconut dumplings. And with that now, and the Irish potato, we go ahead and boil that. While that's boiling, we're gonna finish up the snapper. See, I'm so used to saying snapper, right? The branzino, I'm gonna wrap it, double wrap it in foil and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. That's about as long as it takes, like 20 minutes or so. All right. What's up, TikTok? Hit the like button. We're making branzino roast Jamaican style, okay? So this can go in now. And again, this was cut up because we're gonna do a seasoned rice. That's in my cookbook. If you guys are interested in that, I make an ackee seasoned rice, and you can have saltfish in there, or you can do it meatless so that it's vegetarian either way. So we have fresh ackee is what we're gonna use. And yeah, Scotch bonnets are the best to me. They're by far my favorite pepper. And I get mine directly from Jamaica. I also grow them. So I'm down to my last batch that I've grown, and I have some in the freezer that I have to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and use those in the dumplings to make the Scotch bonnet dumpling. Now, we're not using the seeds because we just want this for the flavor. We don't want this for the heat. So this is just about the flavor. Hello, hello, respect, like it. And then, you know, to get it going. So let me get a spoon. All right, so you see these pots, you know, so when you have a non-stick pot, always use wood. Yes, definitely great for a jerk marinade. I use it in all my jerk marinades. Where can we find the cookbook? So this is what happened with the cookbook. I had it on the pin, but for some reason it's not showing up. So if you can just put it in the comment like cookbook or whatever, and I'll send you a link. So I have quite a few cookbooks. I have vegetarian cookbooks. These are all Caribbean style cooking. I have a jerk essentials. So if you want to learn how to make jerk chicken and the seasonings and everything, I show you how to do that, where to go get it, how to, you know, source the ingredients. And then I have the black book, which is a traditional Jamaican cooking. All of the recipes you want to know if you want to learn any kind of Jamaican food. So we have oxtail in there, curry gold, fried fish, you know, lobster, festival, everything, all of the Jamaican stuff. So what we're going to do here, we're just letting this sweat, okay? And the reason why, I just want the flavor to come out of it just a little bit. And once I get that down now, I take my water and add it to the pot. Okay? Let's get that in there. All right. And then we have some coconut milk. Now this coconut milk we made from fresh coconuts. All we do with the coconut, you break it, take the hard skin off, and then before you'd have to grater it with a hand grater. Now we just cut it up in pieces and throw it in the blender, blend it, and we're good to go. All right? So what I did, I had it in the fridge and it looked like it froze it. I must have been touching the back of the fridge and it freeze it a little bit. So, who's that? Netta's, I don't know Netta's Kitchen. I don't know who that is, but you know, some people's house is different. I don't know. We can't live like that. So what we do, we take the coconut milk. I'm not going to take all of it and just pour it into the water here that we're going to put the dumplings. What I'm going to do, I'm going to save this right now to make the dumplings. So let me show you how we make this dumpling now. First, we take our pumpkin, right? No, let me tell you, scotch bonnets, you can freeze them, okay? So, all right, Russian girl, respect, thank you for coming in. You can freeze them, but it loses a little flavor, but not much. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of the pumpkin here. All right, and then put this over here. We're going to use that for the fish. And we just get the skin off, right? I'll show you how this works. Let me get this lid on so this can start bubbling up. And what we do now, hey Merlin, what's up, what's up, what's up? Walk on. This is our bowl. This, I gotta have gloves on because I'm going to be handling some scotch bonnet in a minute, and my luck, you know how it go already. I'm going to be touching my eyes, face, everything, okay? All right, guys. Normally I have music, but the last time I put on the music, YouTube killed my video because I keep forgetting that YouTube, you can't have on music. It's a problem. So today, we just have to entertain ourselves. All right, guys, as you've seen, look at this. Yeah, the itching too is a problem. So we have purple scotch bonnet, right? Or I have just some little yellow, but look here, I use it up so much. I could use this piece here. I don't know, purple is really hot. I don't think I want it that hot right now. So what all I'm gonna do with the scotch bonnet is cut around the seeds, right? Just cut around the seeds. And what we're doing with this, guys, we're making scotch bonnet dumplings with this. The purple, I'm probably going to put into the branzino when we do that. But this right now is for the dumplings. So I like to put it the same color because guess what? You can't see it. When you use the green ones, everybody can see it and be like, oh, that's a little spicy. Yeah, well, here you go. All right, so all you do, you cut it up really, really fine, okay? You understand? And then we get the flour. Flour, 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 flour. All right, now we just eyeball it. I'm not making that much dumplings, okay? It's like a cup, I guess, best way, I don't know. And then we need to get the grater. So here I have a regular little grater. And all you do, you take your pumpkin now, and then, watch out, you just grater it into the flour. Okay? Let me get this in here now. All right, that's enough. So you see it there? Into the flour. We're gonna make pumpkin dumplings. Now, oh, almost forgot. The most important part, the scotch bonnet. See it there? Yeah, the spice has to be there, let me tell you. Without the spice, it don't make no sense. And then, 1 second. I have some pumpkin seasoning. This is the last of my pumpkin seasoning, guys. So you see it here? All right, sure. Put a little tip in there. And then I'm just gonna put the rest of it in here. Okay. And one thing I did forget to add in this thing, guys, which is necessary, salt. You have to have salt in there, okay? So what we're gonna do, we'll get with salt in there. And also, another thing I forgot. Can't forget these things. We have allspice leaves, okay? So we put some allspice leaves in there. What this is from the allspice tree. So this comes from the pimento tree. It's called allspice leaves, right? And then guys, we have thyme, okay? Just throw a handful of thyme in there. All right. Let me see. What the hell? All right, so all we're gonna do now, mix this in a little. We have the pumpkin spice in here. We have pumpkin in here and scotch bonnet, okay? And then we take our coconut milk. We don't use water, we just use coconut milk, okay? And just a little bit at a time. The reason why you put a little bit at a time when you're making these dumplings, as opposed to if this was regular dumpling, is the pumpkin is going to spring water, okay? So we're going to draw water out of the pumpkin. So here we go. It's coming together. And look a bit more coconut milk. Yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. Right there. Nice. See it there? So this is boiling behind me, as you can see. So remember, in there we have cut up pumpkin, onion, garlic, thyme, pimento, and salt. You see, it's coming together nice. I'll put like just a tidbit more of coconut milk. Not much, guys. Okay. There we go. And this is it. So this is what we call scotch bonnet dumplings, pumpkin, and you can use all kind of different seasoning with this, right? As far as the flour, you can use wheat flour, chickpea flour, any kind of different flour you want with this. Okay, let me show you. And there, that's it pretty much. So these, we're gonna just pull them into small pieces. And this is to go with the branzino, the fish, all right? So I'm gonna make like 4 dumplings out of it. Okay. And there we go. Here. Put it in. Same thing for this. Making some scotch bonnet dumplings. All right, look here. Hit the like button for me, guys, if you want. Just tap it. It will put it out, push it out in the algorithm. All right, so this is it. See? Scotch bonnet dumplings. And then 2 more. All right, it'll get warm in here now. Because we have on the oven behind me and nothing in there. You understand? Get this. All right. Hello, wagwan. And here, this is the last of the dumpling. See it here? And get that in the pot. Now, I'll put these back in the freezer. We want some Irish potato. Yes, it goes in the veggie mix. So anytime I make boiled food, shorty, I put pumpkin, onion, garlic, all of that stuff, and let it build up into a base so it gets thick. So it's almost like a gravy, kind of like if you make a soup in a sense. I guess is the best way to describe it. But that's the only way we boil any food. So everybody, oh, why your food tastes so much better? Yeah, because this is what we do, you know. And you guys on the live with me now, I can show this to you. So, all right. So this, we're just getting our potatoes, Irish them. So go in there. And I'm just going to put them in there whole. I don't care. I don't need it like, because really and truly, I got to get on this fish and get this branzino in the oven. This is going to be important right now. We're lackadaisical, behind time. I'm behind schedule, guys. Behind schedule. And then 1 more. All right, so we're just going to have a couple dumpling and a couple Irish. I don't have anything else. Normally, we would have yam and everything else, but we don't have none of that right now. That's why I tell you, use what you have in the house and shut up. You understand? None of that, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I can't cook it. 1 more? What do you think? Go on. 1 more. Can't hurt. Because we'd have no rice for eat with this, you know. I was supposed to make a seasoned rice and just not in the mood for it, so I didn't bother with it. Even though I wanted to do it so that, because it's one of the recipes in the cookbook, but you know. All right, so now we have that. Let's move on quickly. So what we have to do now, we have to cut up these things here, which I should have done already, but you see, me doing this live, as it goes, it's how it goes. So let's get some carrot peel. Right? Good. It's funny, I'm looking for this right here. All right, so the carrot peel. The carrot don't matter, we just want it thin. The reason why you want these thin, you want everything to kind of cook at the same time, guys. You understand? I have one more carrot in here. So this, what I'm doing now, is for the fish. Okay? That's what this is for. This is for the fish. And what kind of fish we do again, everybody remember? Branzino. Okay? We're making branzino, roast like Jamaican style branzino. Oh, I put it in the wrong thing. What a disaster. All right, again, just cut these thin. Don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, let me take off these gloves. It's bother me now. All right, so I have pumpkin. We're moving quickly, guys. Now, there's many ways you can do this. You can leave the skin on. There's nothing wrong with cooking the pumpkin with the skin on right now, you know, if you want. But for me, I'm taking it off, all right? And then, let me see how I want this. All right, I'm just gonna do these in slices. Thin slices, remember, cause this go in the oven for about 20 minutes. That's all we're cooking this for. And let's stir this. Make sure the dumpling them not sticking. Now remember, when we have these cooked food in the back, you don't need no whole heap of boiling water like how your granny used to do it back in the days. You know, she used to have like 50 gallons of water just for make, you know, 2 pieces of food. Don't make no sense. All right, so I'm adding pumpkin. And you know what? I could have put a piece of pumpkin in the thing. Who taught me to cook? It's a good question. I want to tell you, I kind of taught myself to cook, right? I'm self-learned. But let me go over that story real quick, shorty. My auntie, I used to ask her how to cook. And she would say to me, if you season the food and it's too salty, next time add less salt. Right? What? If it burned, you cooked it too long. If it's raw, you didn't cook it long enough. Literally, those was the instructions I had. You know what? This, I'm going to put this in there. That was the instruction she gave me. Right? We have a piece of Shanghai bok choy, guys. Like I said, just stuff. It's going to go bad if I don't use it, so I might as well use it. So then my sister, she was a fantastic cook, but she does a lot of decorative stuff that I do now too. And I was jealous of her. I'll be honest, straight jealous. My sister, she used to cook and everybody used to be like, oh my God, yo, you cook so good, this is so delicious, and all kind of madness anger me. Even to this day, thinking about it, I still get upset, right? So that's what gave me the inspiration to cook. And then I started cooking, and like I said on the last live, I do a lot of dinner parties and barbecues, and everybody would just come over and enjoy themselves, and we would set it up, you know, do it nice and stuff. And that was it. But I study cooking, right? Meaning, if I was to go over there and show you the books that I have as far as cooking, you would be in disbelief. So whatever the curriculum is, if you are learning in school or you're going to go to school and learn cooking, that's what I do. Same thing. I took the same classes. It's just that I can learn from reading where some people have to go to school. Like people ask me, do you need to go to culinary school, right? And that's a funny question. You know, you think I would be like, no. But yeah, some people need to go to culinary school and some people don't, right? If you can read books and learn that way and watch videos and you have access to the actual products, then yeah. But you got to remember, if you go to culinary school, they're going to have the stoves and the ovens and all the good stuff that you need. You understand? That you won't necessarily have. So it's a catch-22. But for me, I can learn like this, and luckily I had access to a lot of stuff, you know. But experience beats everything. Just look at it this way. When you learn to drive and you was reading the driver's manual, yeah, the driver's manual is good and everything, you know, until somebody pulls in front of you. Then when somebody pulls in front of you and you don't know, should I go left, should I go right? If it's raining, what do I do? And the car starts spinning. All those little good stuff, you understand? So experience is the best thing. So right now, guys, we get our okra chop up. Okay. We have the pumpkin and the carrot. And guess what we're missing? Onion. Garlic and onion. I run off my mouth with you guys and almost forget. This is an important ingredient. So this is just garlic, onion. Just slice it up. Dice it up. No, it doesn't have to be. All it's going to cook down. So we just want a fine, fine, fine dice. Whoop. Right? And then our onion. And we don't want too much onion. Just flavor it up, flavor up the thing, you understand? All right, guys. All right, so I'm gonna do the onion now. So out of spite from your sister, you became, yes! Yes, yes. Spite, that's a good reasoning, absolutely. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I tell her to this day. We still have sibling rivalry to this day. But she's a better baker. Rochelle, what go on? You understand? She can bake. I can't even touch that at all. Like, I can't even begin to do that. So she outsmarted me that way. She said, all right, you took over the cooking, I'll take over the baking. All right, guys. The only other thing we need now is some kale. So I don't have callaloo. Remember. Yes. No, I'm the better cook by far. And there's not even a debate as far as that goes. But if it comes to baking, I can't touch her. So this is kale, frozen kale. I normally have callaloo. I don't have any. So again, just because you don't have something, don't mean it's a reason you can't do what you're doing. You understand? So let's rinse this. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna get the okra, onion, garlic into this. And then I have the pumpkin, carrot. One thing, we're family orientated, right? And I tell anybody that, you know, your family come first no matter what. You're arguing, but argues is not serious. You're upset, it's not serious. You know, family should stick together. I'm a firm believer of that. So now, guys, we have some frozen kale. Okay, this was kale clean and washed already. And all I'm gonna do is just crunch it. Because through it frozen, you can just break it apart. See, look at you. It just break apart. So let's do that. You hear it like a crisp, like almost like a potato chip. This would normally be callaloo if you have it. If you guys don't have callaloo, no big deal. We don't care. We use what we have, right? Okay, so that's the kale in there. So at this point, we have callaloo, kale, okra. So I made this the other day, and I got a complaint. Turn this down to low. And the complaint was, I over-seasoned it, right? And let me tell you, I did over-season it. What I over-season, yeah, most of it can be substituted for sure. Man, I've been cooking for at least 15 years. I've been cooking forever, but as far as like chef working, actually cooking for people, maybe about 15 years, if that long, you know? All right, so this is what we're gonna use for the branzino now, guys. All right, so I was saying before, I over-seasoned this, okay? So now I'm gonna be gentle because end of the day, we can always add, but we can't take away. So I have some all-purpose seasoning. I'm just gonna use a little bit on it. The last time I used sea salt. We're not doing that this time. Fish seasoning, you guys can use any fish seasoning that you have, any, your blend, whatever. Okay. And then I'm just gonna season this a little. And again, I'm not over seasoning this because we already seasoned the branzino. Okay. And we don't want to have the same problem. The worst thing when you're a chef is when people have an issue with your food. That's all chefs, we all go through it because everybody's taste bud is different, right? So everybody's not going to like the way you do it. Everybody has a grandmother or a mother that can cook and been cooking better than you for as long as it goes, whatever. You understand? So, you got to always try and please as much people as you can. All right, guys, so we have this. So for this, I'm using the purple Scotch bonnet. And what I do, man, you should smell this. Somebody said to me that you lose the flavor when you put it in the freezer, but you lose some of it, but not all. All right, so these chocolates, purple, whatever you want to call them, Scotch bonnets, these are super hot. You hear me, I tell you? They're fire. So I'm going to just cut a piece of it like that. And I have to go get a glove because this is going to be a problem for me. All right. So we have a glove here, so I'm put on this thing here. Hand still kind of wet, but I just need it to go on so I don't touch my fingers after. All right, yeah, the gloves is an important thing. See it here? All right, so now let me clean off this thing at first. This is aggravate me. All right. Guys, now I can touch the pepper all I feel like it. You see it? Watch it. All right. Let me get these out of the way for now. Give myself some space. These things over here. All right, and then cut up this. All right, now, watch out. What we're gonna do with this? I don't know, man. This looks like a lot of pepper. Not for me, but for other people. So look what we do. I'm gonna take time with this and put it in here. Because one thing with these peppers, they're very, very hot. Let me tell you, it's nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. All right. So now we're gonna do the fish ready. I should have put the fish on first, but if I was thinking and then boil this, I don't know what was going through my mind. So what we need now, we need butter. You see me? Some butter. And then, let me move this. We need this foil. And we need 2 decent sized pieces of foil. Right? And then here we have our branzino. So all we're gonna do, put the branzino down. And actually, what I should have done is put a little butter on the bottom. Now, another thing, guys. Hello, if everybody's still just walking in, coming in. What's up? We're making roast branzino, Jamaican style. Let's clean off this knife here. All right, so Guys, always make sure you get unsalted butter, because you never want to over season. And when you have salted butter, you can't control the seasoning as much. So what I'm going to do is get it underneath there. Okay? Underneath there like that. And I want to put 2 pieces of scallion in there. All right. All right, so look at scallion there, so. Now, we take our scotch bonnet. This is a branzino that we're making. So normally with this, you use snapper to make this, but we're using branzino, and the reason we're using branzino is because all we have. So with these purple scotch bonnets, they're really hot, so I like to kind of rub them over the fish because I want to get the flavor. So we don't want to put too much, right? And then now, I like to take some butter and put inside the fish. Just a little, right? These are thin slices, and we're going to do some on the outside. Then now, we get our stuffing. So this is the pumpkin, the carrot, the okra, all the good stuff what you want in life, right? Now, there's 2 ways you can do this, right? We can fold this over if we want, or we can just leave it like this and do it. Doesn't matter, either way. So I'll do one fold it over, and I'll do one the regular way, okay? So this one, I'll just leave it like this. And how you want to do this now, let me show you. Oh, almost forgot. A little bit more butter. A little bit more. Right? And then we're just going to add a little water to it. Let me get it from the fridge. I don't got more butter. Just this little water. You don't need much to steam it in the oven, okay? So now, how we do this, we fold it up like this. See? Look at that, guys, like that. And then you fold the top, and then fold it again, all the way across. Then you come to this side and you push down. See, like that, and then you fold the ends. Like that, push down, like this, and fold the ends. And then you see it has like a pouch like this, okay? You see it? All right, now let's get the other one. The same thing, we just get 2 pieces of foil. What I'm using here is heavy duty foil. The reason you want heavy duty is because you don't want it to leak. All right? So we're going to take our butter again. Put it down and get it on the bottom. And then we'll take our branzino. Now remember, this one, I add some pepper to it. I make this one a little bit more spicier than the other one. To me, when you roast fish, it's supposed to have pepper. There's certain Jamaican food that I think can't be made without pepper, right? So jerk chicken, yeah, sure, we are double layer. Jerk chicken, jerk pork have to have pepper. Like I'm talking about an unreasonable amount of pepper, just the way it have to be. All right, so now this one, remember, we're gonna fold this one over. So the same pumpkin and thing, get it all into the head part of the fish. We have carrots, okra, right? And then we're just gonna fold it and lay it down like this, okay? And then just add some more of the pumpkin, finish this up in there, right? Now, this is done, we can turn this off. With this now, again, now I can take off the glove because I'm just gonna put some thyme on there, okay? Just to get the aromatics of the thyme when it's steaming, okay? And then for this, we're gonna use the coconut milk instead of the water. So let's put some coconut milk on there. And this is the liquid. Because even though all this stuff is gonna spring water, you just wanna give it a helping hand and make sure it steams really, really well. All right? And then finish it up with the butter on top. So the butter will just melt down into the snapper. I mean the branzino. See, I'm so used to cooking snapper. And then don't say nothing, but I'm going to use a little bit more of the seasoning. You understand? Boom, bang. All right. So now I cut this thing a little short. So what I got to do is pull to make it a little longer. All right. And then same thing. This way, I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. We hold it at the top, fold over, and fold over again. Push down. Make sure that this is tight, okay? Because you don't want the steam to come out. Yeah, I put coconut in the last one. So I'm giving you two different styles. So the one that's open face, you know that one didn't have the coconut in there. And then this one, that does. Okay? Now make sure you lock the ends. And then give me 1 second. I want to show you a little trick to make sure that it really steams. Give me a second. All right. So this, guys, is my, see how it's dark? This is my water pan. So what I do, I put the water in here, and then when this goes in the oven, Rochelle, thank you, thank you. I just go live whenever, whenever I'm free. I wish I could get a schedule going where, once we build up the community, guys, and everybody's on the same page, and I know is what you guys want to see, that's fine. Like I said, I'm gonna do mostly more recipes out of the cookbooks that I have, so that just to show you how to make it. And what I do, I always give you a variation of it, right? So even if it's in the cookbook, you might say, well, I live in this place over here and I can't get my hands on this ingredient, that ingredient. The way I do it is I'll show you how to use the ingredients you have, right? So we're just putting water in this right now. All right. And now the oven, let's get it oven up and put these in the oven. And also, the reason why I do that too, guys, is in case it does leak, at least it will catch it and it doesn't go all the way in your oven. And then you just put these on the rack at 375. Now, because we are moving slowly, I guess what I should do is turn the oven up just a little bit, you understand? So, what you do this, roast, 385. Some people cook it at 400. For me, I do 385. That's the best way, you know, that works out for me so far. All right, 1 second now. So let's take a look at this pot here while we're waiting on that. Guys, what you should have told me is put in that first, do this, and everything would have been done. I would have been eating. Prinny the princess, what I'm making is roast fish, but I'm using branzino. And we're using branzino because that's all we have. So instead of the snapper, yeah, it's gonna be, I think it's up at 385, it's gonna be about 25 minutes. You wanna make sure you give it, you know? So, and we made scotch bonnet pumpkin dumplings with some Irish potato and pumpkin to go along with it, okay? So, let me go ahead and show you that. Let me get our little thing here. All right. I don't know if you can see it, but guys, see it? So that's the dumpling. So if you see how it looks, the sauce. So the sauce have that, because when I put in the green pepper, the onion, the garlic, all of that goody. You understand? And the coconut milk. Trust me, if you make your food like this, only advice I can give you, right? If you don't like cooking, don't make it like that, because everybody's gonna want you to cook. You understand? You're gonna be the go-to person. They're gonna be like, no man, make it the way you make it the last time, man. Oh, that thing did come out, man. You understand? So, if you don't like cooking and you're making provisions, all you need to do is just water and salt. What I'll do, Rochelle, I'm gonna, I guess for the cookbook I had it pinned, but for some reason it's not showing up on the live, right? So the best I can do is just go back and, or you can shoot me I don't know how to shoot a DM on YouTube. I don't know how that works, you understand? But when I was setting this thing up, I had it pinned in the live. And when the live started, I don't see none of that stuff there that I had pinned, the links and everything to the cookbooks. So the only thing I can say to you is if you can just give me a link, you know, like a comment or something like that, and then I can always send you the link. And the cookbooks, let me just, I can show you an idea. I got one here. No, not here, but it's digital. Let me pull it out while we wait upon that fish here. So this was the thing that they said the live was supposed to be on, but it's not working. I don't know what happened. See? Live, no live. All right, so here we go. Wait a minute. Let me go back to that YouTube. Maybe if I go back here, it says live. No, that's not it. No, it don't work. Yeah, all right, it's not even showing that I'm live. I don't even know how you guys are seeing this, because, all right, let me go. Here we go. So what I'll do, what? See me here? What do you say, man? All right, let me go and get the link, and then I'll go and pin it real quick. Wait, hold on. Let me see how we do this now. All right, hold on, guys. Almost there. Send. And then all you pin this thing now. You know, I've just posted in there, but I don't know how to pin. All kind of things with this, you know. So that's the link to the cookbook. If you guys want to support me and support the live, I appreciate it a lot. It's not giving me. If you guys know how to pin anybody, I feel like a old school person. What to do? You guys know how to pin this? Eh? What the hell? Oh, see the pin message. Can't talk to me now. All right, guys. So look here. Let me show you one of the books. I have like 4 or 5 different books, right? Let me turn this off so that I don't mess up. I actually have 6 books. So we have the one that we're talking about right now is called the Black Book. And the Black Book is all my little secrets that my grandmother did have. She had a little book, believe it or not, writing down recipes. Who does that? So what I did is take it and made it Chef Balo way. You understand? So even though she had it that way, I still like to do it my way. Okay? And let me show you. I don't know if you can see this. So it looks like this here. So that's the one that we're looking at. It's called Chef Balo, the Black Book, right? And it's digital. And what it is, you come here and let me just give you the recipe. So we have ackee and saltfish fritters, jerk lamb chops, brown stew parrot, granny oxtail the way she made it, and then we have a roasted oxtail. So my roasted oxtail is a little different. I don't know if you can see, let me show you. So if you go here and you click roasted oxtail, and that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? I don't know if it's showing that well. So what the roasted oxtail is, a whole oxtail that we roast, and then we top it with like carrot, breadfruit, you know, plantain. It's really, really delicious. Wicked, 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 wicked. And then, let me show you. So then we have the oxtail. That's the regular oxtail that Granny would make. And then a jerk lamb chop. I don't know if you can see that. But jerk lamb chop, guys. Hold on, let me just continue something. Yeah, so. Right? And then, let me see, what else? Oh, let me show you this. Want to eat king crab legs? You see that? So we have king crab legs too, okay? So it's just in the link. You can support me. It come out to the way I did it. I think we have about 20 odd recipes, so it's like $1 recipe or something. It's like $19 with the book, you know. And we have king crab legs. I don't know if we make pepper shrimp. We have pepper shrimp. So you know that Thanksgiving is coming up. You want to make sure your thing is right. This is the time to go ahead and get it. And then we have some other books. Let me show you this one. This is called Yard to Table. This is a vegetarian book, okay? So it's a vegetarian cookbook. So we do like avocado toast, you know? Yeah, I forgot to get some lamb chops. Listen, if you stay with me, I'll make lamb chops. One of my #1 seller in the catering that we do is lamb chops. Like, I almost never don't get an order for lamb chops. So just so I'll give you a little history or background of what I do, we also do catering, and here we're down in Miami area, and we cater for a lot of the yachts, you know, and the yacht parties and stuff like that. And so when you're on a yacht, you don't want to have Maxine, Wagwan, and what's up, right? When you're catering for a yacht, you don't want to have big food. You know, that's a mistake a lot of people. They go on the boat, they have all this big food, and so it doesn't work that way. You can't eat it. So you need a lot of stuff easy to go with the hands and things like that. So we do a lot of skewers, like salmon skewers. We do a lot of lamb chops, like I said, you know, fruit platters, you know, a lot of things like that. So if you stay online, you know, maybe I'll show you how to do a fruit salad, you know, like we cut up the fruit and stuff like that. Let me show you. This pineapple is ripe. Taffy bust now because I see it I get dark in here, but you see how yellow and golden this is. So with this, we would make like a pineapple salsa, and then we split the pineapple down here, and then we put all kinds of fruits. You wasn't able to access the website, really? Okay, let's see. Hold on there. Let me see what happened. I click it and nope, that says Chrome. Let me see. YouTube. I just clicked it and it went to it. See, shorty. So try the link again. It just made me use the browser that I'm on, you know. So as you can see, I click it, I went to it. And even though it says PayPal, you can use credit card, whatever. You don't have to use PayPal to get it. All right, here it goes. So yes, eat fruit separately. I agree with you. I'm 100% with you on that. Not able to click into it. What you mean when you click the link, it won't go to the site? Is that what you mean? I'm trying to figure out if that's the problem. Only other thing I can say, maybe you can copy and paste it. You know, I have it on another site. I could try that too. Let me try another site. Because we have it on 2 sites. I'm going to do hard copies of it and stuff like that too. So, you know, hopefully that works out. But right now it's only digital. It's easy. Let's see. Let me try going back to the live and then see if I can post it in there. All right. All right. Oh yeah, the vegan book. Rochelle, listen. The vegan book will be ready in probably a day or 2. You know, so let me just tell you what the vegan book is. Let me just turn this down so I don't hear. So the vegan book, the way we're doing that, right? We have Jamaican dishes. It's one of them is meat to vegetarian. So I have like a vegan oxtail, vegan curry goat, all the stuff that I like to eat, and I just made a vegan version for it, you know, so that anybody that's with us, if they feel they don't want to eat meat, they can, you know, do that also. Then we have another one that's for a 60-day meal plan type thing, okay, where it has a bunch of different recipes in there. So it's actually 2 vegan books. We have 1 seafood that's just all seafood in there. So I'll have 2 vegetarian, 1 seafood. The black book, as you can see, is just traditional stuff, but also with my spin on it, right? So I have a jerk fried chicken in there along with jerk chicken. The way we do our escovitch in there is totally different. So it's not just a Jamaican cookbook, as you know, it's so that you can make something special also, right? And then we also have a gold book that we're doing. So the back book is green, gold, and red, okay? Green is vegan, gold is the modern stuff that I do. So I do like a watermelon sashimi where we take the watermelon and we make it into like a sashimi, like if it was raw sashimi, but it's watermelon. And then we use gold flakes on it. We have a 24-karat gold tomato salad, where, you know, like really different things that I do with Caribbean food. So I like to make modern cuisines and modern cooking with Caribbean food, Jamaican food specifically, and then, you know, go from there. So as soon as that's ready, if you can just give me some way to contact you, you know, I'll be happy to shoot that over to you. So just shoot me like a comment or something like that, and then we'll be good to go. So we have the branzino, just a recap of where we are and what we're doing. The branzino's in the oven. It has about another, I want to say 15 minutes or so to go. We already did the scotch bonnet dumpling with the Irish and thing. So what I like to do, right, even though I have that in there, I like to add just a little bit more okra to my food. So all I'm gonna do is get back the okra. Let's get this out of the way. And let me show you this here, guys. So we do a lot of planting, a lot of our vegetables, okay? So a lot of the stuff that we do is from the garden that we have out in the back. And then we go to all the local farms in the area and get the products from them also. So this here is oregano. But as you can see, it grows in water. So a lot of people don't know. You can grow mint, oregano, rosemary, parsley, even thyme in water. You don't even need soil, you know. A lot of people don't need that. Denise Wagwan, thanks for coming in. Tap the like button for me, please, so they can share it. Okay, so what we're making roast fish, but we're using branzino, which is like a Mediterranean sea bass. Okay, and the reason we use the branzino is because that's all we had. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit more of the okra, because we don't have that much left, so it don't make sense to keep it and then probably waste it, right? And then I'm just gonna saute these up and steam them up real quick. So with these, now one thing with me, I don't like okra too slimy. You understand? Some people do, but I don't like it like that. So that's why I always saute up a little bit more to go on top. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. All right, look here. Might as well done them. This is all we have left, right? So let's just finish them up. These can cook, you know. You don't have to take off these heads, but it's just something that I grew up doing and never stopped. But I went to a couple of friends of mine, and they just had it on there. It didn't matter, you know. Them eat the whole thing. They don't care. Matter of fact, they eat it just like this. None of this cut up foolishness. When they cook their okra, they throw the whole thing in there, make that steam up, and good to go. All right, so we have the okra. Rinse off this knife a little, guys. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out with me, because email address, cricket thing. Yeah, you just can you send it to me through, I don't know how to send that, and then I can shoot it over to you, the link, right away. I'm surprised it's not working, because I just clicked it and it's working. But YouTube is all a learning experience for me, guys. You have to see with me, like, I'm trying to figure out this whole thing, and you know, so is there, I don't know if YouTube has like not DMs, but a way that you could just send me your email, and then I'll shoot you over the link. All right, so what we're doing here, guys, is just some okra. And let me move these out of the way. Okay. And let's get the pan. All right. So What I should have done, which I forgot I had, which you guys didn't remind me that I had, veggie broth. So one thing that we always keep on hand is veggie broth, chicken broth, and I try to make beef broth. So anytime you have leftover veggies or they're about to go bad, you know, instead of you throwing it away, you make a broth. So this one was made with celery, onion, what else I have in this thing here? Pepper, garlic, and then I put a veggie bouillon in there, which you almost don't need to do. And then you just let it cook down, oh, and carrots, and you let it cook down really, really slow heat, low heat, and then it gets like this, and then you have your own natural fresh veggie broth. And then all you do, you just label it so you know when you use it and which one you use first and second. If you're making a chicken broth, you do the same thing, just use the chicken bones, the carcasses, instead of you throw them away, make a broth, add the same whatever you want to it and have that flavor. Same thing with the beef, oxtail, whatever the bone them, whatever you have, throw the bone them in there and you can make a bone broth. So you have a good base, like if you're making soup. I didn't remember I had this. If I did, I would have used it in there instead of the water that we used. I would have used the veggie broth, okay? But it doesn't matter. So, and then I'm gonna use a little sliver of pumpkin, okay? I'm gonna get these out the way. Now this is just overkill because we already have this fish stuffed up already, guys. Rochelle, you got it? Oh, yay! There we go. There you go. If you get it, once I get the link, I'll send you the other books once they become available also. All right. All right, guys, watch out. So now, this is just extra okra that we're making for the branzino that we have. So what we did, we made branzino. It's still cooking. Now the branzino, let me tell you, it cooks faster than the snapper because it's a much thinner slice of fish. So it's gonna be cooked faster. And I have it at 385, so it's probably almost done. So let me hurry up and get this going. So all I'm doing with this now, we have our pan. We're gonna heat up our pan, stainless steel. Pans, one of my favorite pans that I use is called All Clad. Great brand. I don't get any money off of them. I'm just telling you. All right. So, oh, here we have it already. Coconut oil I like to use, but what I'm gonna use this time is my favorite, second favorite thing. I like to mix it. This is ghee. So you guys know what ghee is? It's just clarified butter. Okay? So I'm gonna get a little bit of the ghee in there. Need that spoon, let it melt out. And that particular ghee, I got that one from Costco. If you guys have a Costco close by. This one has like a toasted flavor to it, right? So it's really, really good. Okay, so right now, this is just simple. This is excess that we're doing because we already stuffed the fish with this same type of food, but I just want more, okay? Because all I have is a couple dumplings and some Irish potato, no rice, no banana. Danny, wagwan, all right? So as soon as this heats up, we'll add this to it. And what I also like to do, just for flavor, this is not necessary either. All them stuff is extra. See it here? Just a sliver of coconut oil. Right? All right, so we have our ghee, coconut oil, and we just want it to get somewhat warm. We don't want it to get super hot. We just want it to get warm. Okay. And then I'm going to throw in the okra and the pumpkin and the onion and then a little bit of the veggie broth and we'll be good to go. So right now, it was cool over here, right? So what I did, I decided to turn off the AC and open up the windows. Fresh air, they said. Fresh air, they said. But guess what? It's rain. So now we have to close it back. But I don't want to turn the AC back on because it's still cool. So that's why you see I'm a little 385 right behind me, just so I can make this video for you guys. Hey Anna, what's up? All right guys, so let's get this in. I'll put the pumpkin in first and the onions, right? Because I want that to sweat out a little bit. Pumpkins and onions, all-purpose seasoning. You guys can use any all-purpose you have. So if you had Maggi or whatever seasoning, just use that. And you don't even need to. You can actually just use salt and black pepper to do what we're doing here. Okay? So I'm just going to use a little bit of the all-purpose. And the reason I put it in there now is because I want it to toast with the ghee. Okay? I want it to toast. Listen, I wish you could smell this. If I one technology that I would love for them to do is to be able to have smells and stuff, like somebody's cooking, we could smell it. Like that would be dope. You know, like how them have the 3D glasses or the VR glasses. All right, so that's that. Let me get a little bit of the veggie. All right, so got a little veggie and wrap down the seasoning. So guys, another thing, whenever you're cooking, right? They teach you this, you know, when you work at a restaurant or whatever. Always wipe down like immediately as fast as you can, right? Because a lot of times we forget and we don't do it and we mess up ourselves, you know? So try to keep your area as clean as possible. Let me get a small taste of this first, guys. Let me see. Just a little bit more seasoning, a little bit. Delicious. You know what it needs to? Little black pepper. My philosophy, what do you mean? My approach? Yusuf, what do you mean by philosophy on West Indian cooking? All right, black pepper in there, guys. You know we love with black pepper. Now, turn your heads, because I'm going to put some butter in there. Whee! That just spilled. All right, now time for the okra. All right, so we got the okra in there. Let me move all this stuff. I don't think I need this anymore. One thing with me, you know, I always have paper towel in abundance because I use it so much. Your wisdom on cooking. I'm still not too sure what you're asking, but are you asking, you know what I mean, Yusuf? Okay, motivation on getting things done. Thank you. You always got to set out with a plan, right? Like a basic plan. So the thing about cooking Caribbean food or Jamaican food, any kind of island food, it's not recipe based, right? So we're not baking, so we don't have to have the exact measurement, and we can also interchange. So you just kind of have an idea like me. I might know I want to do this, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to get it done, but then I can just figure it out because, we start out with a base of seasonings, and then we know that you taste as you go along. You build layers and you build flavor as you go along. You don't just season it, that's it, 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. So even in my cookbooks, I'll go back to the cookbook. My cookbooks, I tell in every one of them, these are guides, okay? These are guides to give you an idea. It's just like me doing this roast fish that I'm doing now, okay? This is not typical Jamaican. You're not going to find Jamaicans really using branzino to make roast fish. It's just not something that happens. What's up, Jerry? But with me, I'm trying to relate to you guys is you could still take a different ingredient and make it into something that's similar to your own, and make your own creation where it's still authentic, still keeps the authenticity of the Caribbean feel, But you may not have snapper. So it wouldn't matter if I didn't have branzino. I would do this with salmon. I would do it with, parrot fish, anything I have, crab, it doesn't matter. I would do the same thing as long as it's seafood because it's all the same. So it's just like I have a jerk essential cookbook, right? In that cookbook, I give 7 recipes. Everybody say, why you only do 7 recipes? Because you don't need more than that. I cover poultry, meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, and how to make the seasoning. That's it. That's it. So once you know how to jerk the chicken, it don't matter if I give you skewers to do, it's the chicken. If you can jerk pork, you can jerk ribs. You understand what I mean? So once you have the foundation, everything is good. So now, guys, I've been here yapping, but let me turn this down, add a little bit more of this to it, and then get a cover on it so it can steam. 1 second. All right, that's going to steam for a second. So, yes, me love okra too, but Yusuf, thank you for coming in and asking questions and interacting. I appreciate it to everybody that's been here with me. I know I've been here a lot longer than I'm supposed to be. I was only supposed to come online for about, maybe 30, 40 minutes, So what happened, guys, if you don't understand, I came online and I'm making roast branzino, which should take about 25, 30 minutes. And I ended up making the dumplings and didn't put the branzino in at the same time. So, but now that should be ready anyway. Let me take the branzino out. Let me get it. And let's see. Let's see. This is 1. And this is 2. All right, so what you guys, in case you missed it, Eltia, my eye them bad, so the leader, if I'm saying your name wrong, butchering it, don't kill me, please, please. All right, so what we did 2 branzinos, okay? One we did with coconut milk and butter and extra scotch bonnet peppers. What? Alicia. Okay, Alicia. All right. My bad. God dang. Correct you, boy. Yo. Preem. All right. Let me see now. So now, when you're opening these to test it, right? We don't want to, just in case it's got to go back in. I don't know if you guys can see. So I kind of just want to release this ends here. Okay? And then just kind of lift it up like this. You don't want to just tear it open, because if you got to put it back in, you're going to have problems. All right, so remember we double wrapped it. Whoa! Steam. So the way I check it is, I already know it's cooked because I've been yapping for a long time. But let me, see, I can't even pull it up. You see that pumpkin? The pumpkin is done. So once I know the pumpkin is done, Lord, the fish is done. Yep. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is wrap this back up and check this one. So we know this is done. So what I'm gonna do now, turn this oven off and put it back in the oven so it stays warm till I'm actually ready for it. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Send you something on soups. We need to make a real good soup for the people. Yusuf, I have a cookbook. The link is in the bio. I have 3 or 4 soups in there that you would love. Trust me. There's a chicken soup in there, red pea, gungo pea. Yikes, hot. Whee! All right, guys. So now remember this one. Lord of mercy. Let me open this up to you. Can you see it? Look. Look at that. If we could have played music on YouTube, never stop my video, I would have played some music right now. So what we have here, guys, is, let me test the okra, make sure, because if the okra not cook, all this come to nothing. You know how they say that all the chefs, them, when they taste their food, but this, the only thing for me, I would add a little bit more seasoning to it. That's it. But the last time I over seasoned it, remember I told you that, and I got a complaint from a family member, of course. So this time, when you season it like this, guess what you could do? Let me show you. You could go add salt. See, couldn't do that the last time. But what I'm gonna do is let them add the salt. I'm not adding no salt to this. I'm just gonna close it right back up. Put it back in the oven for a second. The oven is off. It's just keeping it warm. That's it. So remember, in the oven, what we did, we put a tray of water. Okay? We put a tray of water underneath. So what happens, it steams it. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to be careful opening it. Thanks, Rochelle. No, you want to tell me after the fact? Would have been nice if you would have warned me before. Yeah. So anyway, what we're doing now, we're just waiting for the extra okra, the unnecessary okra. Okay? And that is almost done. Look at that. Let me taste it. See there? A little bit more seasoning. Get just all purpose. Now what that would really be good. Yes, I wish you could get some too, but you cannot. Hey, that's the beauty of cooking at my house. I'm the only one that gets to eat, and whoever comes by. But people are smart nowadays. They come by and act like they don't want anything. You know what I mean? But they happen to come by on a Sunday, because everybody know that I cook a Sunday dinner. Yusuf, appreciate it big time. I'm trying, hopefully, you know, I want everybody to be a good cook, you know. You got family dinners that we should all be doing. Everybody should be doing a family dinner on Sunday. Sunday family dinner, or any day that you can, but definitely Sunday should be family dinner for sure. You understand? And invite friends too, and just keep your community together. So if you don't have family or you want new friends, here I am. I'm the new family and I'm the new friend, right? So we can all be a family together. I'll cook and hopefully you guys can learn something and try it too. So what I'm gonna do, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get the plate and then put it out and you see how it is, and then that should be it. Let me go get the plates. Boy, oh boy. And then somehow I don't know how this, should I save this live? I don't know. I'm doing it in vertical, so I don't know if that makes sense. All right, plates. Let's put these things away. Let's clean up a little bit, guys. So it worked, see? So I had fresh coconut milk. And this is all I have left. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that. You know, what do you do with that, guys? I don't know. All right, this is done. Let's get those out of the oven. Crossway. Crossway. Yes, Rochelle, exactly. That is the beauty of YouTube. We make friends and family and, you know. All right, so now, quick question, guys. Do I leave it in the foil or do I take it out and put it in the plate? That's the thing, because to get a picture, I don't know how that works. But let's open up this one and let's see. Oh man. Woo-wee! Look at that, guys. Holy! Hold on, let me move this out of the way. I don't know if I can't see this that well. See it? So now what we want to do is, where's my tweezers? There we go. Let's remove all these thyme pieces. Because remember, that thyme was just for added flavor. Get rid of that. Holy, look at this, guys. Branzino, roast branzino. Angelina, what you say? Check it out. Yusuf would like to support your endeavor. Don't forget the link to your cookbook. It's actually pinned in the thing, Yusuf. If you go up, it's pinned at the top. Okay, the cookbook's pinned at the top, so anybody wants to get the cookbook, it's pinned at the top. What do you say? Take it out and put it on the plate. Ay, ay, ay. Look at that, boy. You know what? I'm going to show you something else. Shouldn't show you this, but I'm going to. I got something from the garden the other day, and I have them sitting here. So, this is called pea tendrils. It's just pea. Penny the Princess say, yes, we want to see it. Why, me I tell you no boy. All right. Cheese on peas. How we are gonna do this now? How we are gonna do it? How we are gonna do this now? How we are gonna do it? The people them said that them want figure see it. How we are gonna do this now? How we are gonna do it? Lord have mercy. All right, crowd of people. So Rochelle, you're from Ohio. Okay, where's everybody from actually? We're in Miami right now, so where are you guys from? All right, how do we get this out in one piece? That is the key wax some bobby socks. Key wax some bobby socks. Oh. Key wax some bobby socks. Come on, you could do it. Come to Papa. Be a good girl. Come on. Come on. You be a good girl. There you go. You be a good girl. Come on. Woi. 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 Lord of his mercy. Oh, lift up this. Oh boy, that was interesting. What, Philadelphia, Bahamian blood? Yeah, Miami's nice. What, Flatbush in the house, boom, bam, bing, bam, 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 bing, bang. All right, guys, this is a branzino. This is one of them. So this one was done with the coconut milk. But let me, hold on. Let's do something here. We're gonna take the rest of our okra and get it all on there. Look at that. Ah, boy, oh boy. Yes, oh, yeah, New York home of the corn soup, for real. Deborah, NYC too. Oh, yeah, so I be a New York kind of the house. All right. So now, I just take these pea entrails, get it in there like that. And guess what, guys? We are pretty much done. We are done, but we're missing one little thing. Let me get it right now. I'll be right there. We're missing one thing, and it's a necessity. One thing when you have foods like this, you got to always have some sort of color, right? See it here? So what we do, take a piece here. And how do I want to cut this? Just in little pieces. Little slices. Little slices. And then little slices. Now with this actually should be scotch bonnet I'm doing like this. But I want the color. Okay, so we do it and throw a little color. Look at that, guys. All right. And there you have a roast branzino, Chef Balo style. Come on. Look at that. Come on. Gee whiz. And Oh my gosh, for the people them that yo, you make me forget. I liven up the plate. Eh? We are liven up the plate and we forget one thing. Raja. Kuya. You forget that we made these? Hmm? You don't forget that we made these? Come on, man. I don't even have room for it. All right, so let's put this to the side and then I'll put it back here. And let's check out this one here. So remember, this one we did open face, right? We did open face. Wait. Yeah. Move my plate. Lord have mercy, man. Watch your man. I don't know. Can you see it? Just talk to me. Can you see it? So what it is open faced. To get to it, you gotta go through all of the goodness, you know. All of the okra, kale, the pumpkin, the carrot them, the scotchy, everything, the butter. Just to get to the goodness. And if you know anything about branzino, branzino is like sea bass. So if you eat sea bass, it's the same exact thing. It's just Mediterranean sea bass, right? So it's really light and flaky, okay? So to me, it's nicer than a snapper. Only problem is you don't have as much meat as you would a snapper. But look at this, guys. I need to take a picture of this somehow. I need to take a picture. And then what we are going to do with all them, what we're going to do with the scotch bonnet dumpling. Look there. One piece of Irish. There we go. So look there. We have scotch bonnet dumpling and piece of Irish. Yo, listen, man. Listen. I wish you guys were here. That's all I can tell you. What am I doing with the rag? Put it down somewhere. Oh, see it there. Yeah, I wish you guys were here. I don't know what to tell you. Look at that. That's it. Yeah, I get this in New York. Can't tell you that. And you're definitely not getting this in Ohio. Nobody said. I understand. So, what you can do with these guys is you can use snapper, parrot, grouper, any kind of fish where you can get your hands on. I'll listen, I FedEx to you right now. That's what I'm soon FedEx it. 1 second. Don't go nowhere. Right? So again, the purpose of my channel that I want to do and with everybody, you guys that becoming family and stuff like that, is to create a nice community, right? Where all of us know each other and support each other and, you know, learn new techniques how to cook and open up the possibilities of what we can do with food, you know? It's fine if everybody makes something this way, as long as you know the basics, that's good, but then we can also transition it and do something incredible, you know, because I'm sure if you guys made this for your loved ones right now, they would be like, wow, what is this? Initially, they might say, oh, I don't want no branzino. What is that? You know, that's Greek and Italian. They eat branzino. No, everybody can eat branzino. It's just another fish. So there we have that. All right, guys. This is the finished products. That's it right there. And one thing, Yusuf, like you said, the possibility is endless, and that's it. So when you guys get the cookbooks and stuff like that, and you can reach out to me, and if you want to do something, thank you, Rochelle, I appreciate it big time. You know, if you want to do something different, just let me know, and I can give you ideas. You know, I'll even walk you through it and stuff like that. That's the difference between, say, me and maybe other people, you know. I want to build a community and a family, so I know that when people support me, it means a big deal. It doesn't mean just nothing. So I want to give back in that way where you can reach out and, you know, I'll do videos like this that I don't necessarily put on the channel page, you know, because right now on the channel page, I have so many videos that I just haven't edited, to be honest with you, because it's just so much to edit, cater, and do all this stuff, especially for YouTube. It takes so much to do it. So I said, hey, let me just go live and cook something. So this probably won't be on the channel. This is just you guys that are here with me get to, you know, see this and experience this. And now you have something that you can go ahead and go do different. You know, the most I might do of this is take a picture and then put it on Instagram or one of those things. You know what I mean? I say, hey, look, I did this. Look at it. But, you know, they'll never see the exact process. And again, for you guys to be on here with me this long, I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm telling you, man, I appreciate it. Big deal. Send me a soup recipe. One those of us want to come and support you. I mean, hey, respect, man, respect. Well, like I said, Yusuf, the book, I have it there. It's only like $19 or something, and I have so many recipes in there, you know. And what I'll tell you this: anybody that supports me today, I'll send you something special outside of this. I'll give you a bonus. Just, you know, I'll see whoever bought today or whatever, and then personally, I'll just do that just because, you know. You know, but like I said, hey, Rochelle, really, thank you. I appreciate it big time, everybody, one love. And I don't want to keep on it too much longer. I'm going to go and try and go live, just so we know real quick. I'm going to try and go live like 3-4 times a week, you know. Maybe something, I'll just cook something real simple and easy. It won't always be something as intricate as this. It'll be, you know, basic things that I'm doing. You know, I cook for clients, you know, they go through cancer and different things like that. So maybe I could show you what I do for their dietary needs. I have a client that they're trying to lose weight. So maybe I'll show you, hey, listen, this is for this particular person. So the videos won't be, you know, the live won't be as long, but I appreciate Yusuf. Hey, listen, thank you so much, man. Let me tell you, I'll be honest with you. I really appreciate you guys sticking here with me and, you know, making the live entertaining and fun for me too, right? So that's about it, guys. That's where I'm gonna end this thing. And the reason why I'm gonna end, because I have to eat. I'm hungry. That's it. So that's it. One love, one love, one love, one love, one love.